What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let's see how this look. Testing this setup. When you come in, tap into the chat, tap into the chat. So for those of you who are in here trying out this new look, as you can see, I'm still under construction. Still trying to, get some of this stuff together, but we'll get there. Come on and tap in if you're in here. Tap into the chat as y'all come in. Let me make sure the audio is good. Blake Bradley said, yo, what's going on? What's going on, Blake? Tap into the chat. Making sure my sound and everything is good. TLOL said, hey man, what's up? What's going on? Let's see. Can everybody hear me fine? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to do these live streams. I want to try it every Monday. I'm gonna start off doing it, around this time. What time is it? Around 7:44, 8 o'clock. 7:44, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna try 8 o'clock. Really shoot for 8 o'clock every Monday. We're gonna do a live stream every Monday. So this right here, this is just a test run right here. So I got the lighting set up right here. As y'all can see, got the big old iMac right here. I actually probably need to get another light. And also my screen, if y'all can see you see my face is looking a little blurry. Y'all see that? So probably a little fog on the camera lens. But and put a TV up here. And if y'all see right here, it's a fireplace right here. So while we, streaming and doing everything that we're doing, I'm gonna have some wood burning right there, some good old wood right there burning. Uh, in the background, have this whole don't mind the desk, people. Don't mind the desk, right? I'm still getting everything under construction. Everything is under construction, so you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. I still have some work to do. I told y'all when I was out of town, I couldn't really focus on it. So yeah, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, got my scent right there. I forgot what you call it, but yeah. Anyway, Moy said, "Nice, that's what's up. Will you be putting out notifications?" Y'all may have to. I don't. YouTube is weird, man. So sometimes YouTube takes away the notifications for whatever reason. So you may have to actually go back through your tap the notification bell on my channel. You may have to re-tap the notification bell and actually see, if you actually getting notified. Jumpman Joseph said, "Good to see you streaming now. Your content is very valuable." Shout out from how you pronounce that? Coronado, California. Shout out to Coronado, California. Uh, Jeff said, "I've been in the hospital for a while. Now I'm catching up on your recent vids, bro." Dang, what happened, Jeff? I hope you're okay. Questions and answers. Are you red pill or black pill? I'm the after pill. I'm the after pill. Zaire says, "Happy birthday to me." Everybody wish Zaire a happy birthday, man. Everybody wish Zaire a happy birthday. I see Zaire comment a lot on my channel. So shout out to Zaire. Wish Zaire a happy birthday. Shout out to Zaire. Uh, John says Trump announced a reserve for XRP, Solana, and Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah, I've been paying attention to what's going on. A lot of crazy things about to happen over these next few months and years, honestly. But yeah, we're going to be talking about something um, that I believe everybody needs to hear. Let's see. Let me see if I caught up on all the comments. Wildcat31 says, "Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás?" Question is, I think you are black pill, bro. You know, self improvement is cope. No, I. Here's the thing. The thing about the after pill is there are many truths. There's not just a singular way of thought. Many things can be true. Many things can be true. Do I disagree? Do I disagree with marriage in its purest form? No, I don't. I don't disagree with the nuclear family. I don't disagree with marriage. I don't disagree with a man wanting to be, with one woman and formulating a family and cherishing that woman. I don't disagree with that. However, in this current day time, in the current day society, would I recommend a man or even advocate for a man to get married to most of the women that are available today? No, I would not, right? Multiple things can be true at the same time. Are there good women out there who, that men can possibly marry? Absolutely. But there are also a good majority of women who are just unmarriageable. That's the truth as well. There are many truths. And sometimes the truth can come across as all the way black pill, right? But I wouldn't classify myself as black pill because there's many different things that can be true at one time. So I don't classify myself as all the way black pill. Neither am I all the way, red pill. Right? The after pill is the truth, the whole truth, so help us God. And sometimes the after pill, sometimes the truth can also be blue pilled, right? Sometimes the truth can be purple pilled, right? It's not about, you know, what side of the spectrum you're really on. It's about the after pill is about determining what works for you ultimately, because you'll be amazed at how many men, get the respect, adoration, the women, and everything that you can think of, and they don't even align with most of the red pill ideology. They don't even align with much of what masculine men think and believe. They just exist as men and they carry on how they carry on without all the ideology. You know, that's just how some people carry on. Um, let me get to some more of these comments, and then we're gonna continue on with the topic of the day. Question that said, "I think you're a black pill." Oh, I already read that. Oh, I got to answer that too. You know, self improvement is cope. Self improvement is not cope. Self improvement is not cope. Do I believe that some men they have to do more than just self improvement to stand out? Yes, right? There are some men who can just absolutely get in the gym, get shredded, you know, focus on their finances, and so it just depends on what do you mean by self improvement. Are you talking about the gym? Are you talking about finances? Right? Are you talking about mentally? Are you talking about spiritually? Are you talking about emotionally? Right? There's a whole like self improvement is a whole thing. What part of self improvement are we talking about? But the self improvement that I believe in is not cope. Jumpman, Jumpman Josh said, I watch your content at home or in my vehicle on my way to work. My wife doesn't understand why I watch you, but I wouldn't expect her to understand. Love her to death, though. Listen. I'm not trying to stop y'all love birds. I'm not trying to stop y'all love birds, right? So, I mean, shout out to you, Jumpman. There's truth in everything. Uh, Zer says, TV pill, bro. You're gonna make to 100K subscribe. Keep pushing, and we'll get you there, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get there sooner than later. Moy Freestyle says, what's your take on Elon and the baby mamas? Listen, Elon is a true African American. Nah, but I don't know. I don't even like the. Listen, Elon himself is a whole thing in itself. Elon, I don't even. I'm not too fond of Elon to be honest with you. And I said this before the election. I said this before the election. I like Trump. I can dig Trump, but I said Elon is going to be Trump's downfall. I said that. I said Elon is going to mess up Trump's campaign. I said Elon is going to mess up Trump's presidency. I said that. I called that before the election. When he started campaigning with Trump, I said that. Now Elon is not a good look with Elon. I said that, but Elon is a mess, man. Elon is a mess. Handsome Barber says, I think I skipped some people. No, I didn't. Handsome Barber said, what up, bro? Been looking for buying opportunities in the crypto space. In the mix of the chaos, there's always opportunity, the art of war. Listen, there's always opportunity. Wherever there is chaos, um, there is opportunity, right? When everybody else is panicking, you know, and they're running this way, run the other way, right? Money isn't everything, bro. Pedro got a wife and 7 kids as a landscaper. Bro, questions and answers. What are you talking about? Listen, I wish I had my board right now to cut the music. What are you talking about? Questions and answers. Money isn't everything, bro. See, this is see this the kind of people I can't stand right here, right? This is the kind of people I can't. Money isn't everything. Money is everything. I don't know what rock people be standing up under. I don't know why people even invented that saying, but it had to be somebody broke that invented that saying. It had to be somebody broke who invented that saying. Somebody who wasn't getting money that say money isn't. Bro, money is everything. Now, money can't bring back a life. Money can't, you know, uh, like save. I mean, money can't do the things we know it can't do. But just to go on and say money isn't everything, how isn't money everything? Money puts you in the best neighborhoods. Money puts you in the best schools, put your kids in the best schools. Money can put you in the best school. Money can put you around the right people. Money could bring you more money because you're around the right people. Money can get you the right health insurance. Money can get you in front of the right doctors, the right nutritionists, right? Money can do everything. So I don't know what you mean by money isn't everything. Money is everything. Go to the hood and tell them that. Go to the hood and tell people in the hood money isn't everything. See what they say. Go to impoverished areas and tell them money isn't everything. Let me know what they say. And then Pedro has a wife and 7 kids. Listen, bro, I done talked to many Latinas, right? I'm out here in Texas and I converse with a lot of the young Latinas, and many of them they've seen how their mothers were treated, right? Then this is from their words. This is from their words. They've seen how their mother was treated, how their fathers treated their mothers, and how they just didn't agree with a lot of the things that went on in the household. So a lot of Latinas that I've talked to, right, young Latinas, 9 out of 10 of them, they do not want marriage. A lot of them do not want kids. They're not looking forward to any of that. They don't care for marriage. They don't care for a man to take care of them. They don't care for any of that. The modern day Latinas, especially in America, listen, they're not as traditional as a lot of people try to make them out to be, and that's just the truth. What's going on? Jeff said I had a PTSD attack a couple weeks ago. Police came and transported me to the VA hospital. I'm glad to be out now, trying to start things over, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, yeah, I hope you're doing well, Jeff. And take it one day at a time, man. Take it one day at a time. Yeah, PTSD. I know that can be a horrible thing. That can be a horrible thing. Take it one day at a time. And I appreciate you watching. I hope my videos give you some kind of entertainment, some motivation, or whatever to help you through, what you're going through. Shout out to you, Jeff. Sorry to hear that. Moy, the truth is truth. Absolutely. Uh, yeah. Question and answer. He going on a tangent. Anyway, Zer says, for those who think money isn't everything, that's very telling. Money is everything and certainly can buy happiness because it can shield and mask a lot of unhappiness you may be dealing with internally. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any logical sense to say money isn't everything, right? We already know, yes, when you're on your deathbed, will money matter at that point? No, it won't, right? But when you laying on your deathbed and you wondering, you thinking to yourself, dang, I could have done this, but I didn't go hard enough, right? I didn't put my kids in the right school, and now, they out here bums. My son is a bum because I didn't do what I needed to do to lead him in the right direction because I was a bum, right? Or I didn't put my kids in the right neighborhoods. I didn't buy the right house or get in a right apartment in the good side of town so my kids can be raised with other good kids so they don't end up on the street. Listen, it makes no sense. Money is everything, right? And like at the end of the day, it's about who you are as a person, right? But listen, I can't get with that. Blake Bradley said, "Damn, exactly." Lottery Guru 7 said, "Money is not everything. It's the real definition of coping." Exactly, exactly. That is the real definition of coping. Um, Handsome Barber said, "Money might not buy you happiness, but it will buy you enough time to figure it out." Exactly. Listen, so people obviously get it in here. People obviously get it. But that's funny. That's funny. Speaking on that, that's funny that he, brings up that money isn't everything because that's exactly, what we're about to get into today, or somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. See, here we go. Here you go again. Y'all worship money is what I'm getting from this. Don't nobody worship money. Don't nobody worship money. See, this is the thing with y'all. I'm guessing you one of these Christian people, huh? You one of these Christian people who don't believe that Christians should have abundance, right? You one of these people who believe in God, but believe that the people who believe in something, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all worship money is what I'm getting from this. He really don't get it. He really don't get it. He really don't get it. People have to worship money to understand that money literally is everything. It is. Nobody's saying for those believers out there, including myself, I'm not saying that money is above God. That doesn't make sense. But what I am saying is everything revolves around money, right? God is a God of abundance. Is he not? Does he want people to be poor? Did he want Job to be poor? No, he blessed Job abundantly. He blessed many people abundantly. Why would he want you to be poor, down and out on the bad side of town, getting shot at, walking past crackheads? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? But clearly you don't get it. Money is a tool to survive, absolutely. Because you got to pay your bills with money. You have to eat food. You have to buy food, groceries, out to eat with money, right? You have to buy clothes with money. You have to change. You have to get an oil change with money. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's why they all got none. Exactly. You ever wondered why so many Christians? You ever wonder why so many Christians are just broke because of questions answers right here. This is why so many Christians are broke right here. Because he talking about y'all worship money. A lot of Christians, especially, they have a negative relationship with money. A lot of Christians think that, oh, money bad, money devil, money bad, money devil. Despite having many examples in the Bible of God literally saying that He is a God of abundance, do you not understand that lack is of the devil? Do you not understand that lack is of the devil, literally, because it is the opposite of life. Abundance is on the same spectrum as life, a life force. Lack without destruction, that is on the side of the devil. Do you not understand that? Lack is not of God. Yes, do we go through seasons? Do we go through, ups and down periods, trials and tribulations? Absolutely. But why would God want you to be in lack when He is not a God of lack? He is a God of don't make me start preaching to here, man. Don't make me start preaching to here. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Don't make me start preaching to here. Because y'all really, people like that, they don't understand. They don't understand scripture. They just be talking. They just be talking. Give an evil man money and he shall do evil. Give a man of good heart money and he shall do good. Exactly, Moy. Exactly. It's about who you actually are as a person, right? Because money is just going to expose who you are. Money is just going to expose who you are. If you're a man that has a good heart, then you're going to display that. It's going to amplify with money. You're going to do things that you would have done anyway, right? But if you an evil guy, let's just look at some of those rappers who get caught up in those Ricos and stuff like that, right? Some of those guys, they come from the streets, right? They come from the streets. They gang affiliated, right? And they were already entrenched in that lifestyle, right? They were never, they never reprogrammed themselves, right? Some did, but some didn't. Some never reprogrammed themselves to come over to the opposite side, the life of abundance, the true life of abundance. But instead, they kept up the same lifestyle, right? They kept the same lifestyle going. And what happened after that? Then they start, since they got more money, they start putting hits out on people, right? They started, giving other gang members, money and power and all that stuff. So, like they were already a part of that. So when they got money, when they got more money, millions of dollars, it just amplified who they already were, which were gang members and street guys, right? Listen, I'm gonna answer you one more time. Questions answered. I understand, but it seemed like we chasing money and not having a family, which is cope. Bro, what are we doing this for? Then we wonder why AI is so big. Do you not? I wonder how old are you? How old are you? Questions answered. He said, but that's it. I'm gonna keep watching you. Listen, this is a friendly, this is a friendly, back and forth, no hard feelings. But you clearly don't understand a few things. I understand. You said I understand, but it seems like we chasing money and not having a family, which is cope, bro. Do you not know how much a family costs? It's funny that it's crazy to me that men say that, you know, they want to denounce the money part and then have the whole family part, like a family is free or something. How you gonna do that? So you throw away the money part, but then say, oh, I just want a wife. I want a good wife, and I want some a family. How you gonna afford those? How you gonna afford that family? How you gonna afford that family? Your wife is gonna ask for things. She's gonna want to get different things done. The kids gotta be in activities, right? You got mouths to feed, right? They need clothes, they need food, right? They can't just stay cooped up every day. They got to do activities, got to do things, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But anyway, listen. Speaking of questions and answers, that was a good segue into what we about to talk about today. Anyway, that's a good segue. So as y'all seeing from the title, y'all can already see what we're about to get into. So the more you find yourself, the more you lose others, right? And this is exactly my point. No shade to you, questions and answers. I'm just using you as an example. Shouts out to you. But he's a perfect example of, when you elevate, right? When you elevate in your mind, when you elevate in your spirit, when you're trying to reach new places, there are going to be many people who are not going to come along with you. There are going to be many people that you have to cut off along the way. Many people. So, me, for an example, I've been on this journey alone pretty much since the age of 19, right? All of this, like this mindset that I have today, the elevation that I have today, where I want to be, where I'm headed, right? This stuff didn't come overnight, right? I've had failure after failure after failure after failure. Nobody taught me anything, right? I didn't have any mentors. Did I watch, YouTube guys and, learning this and that from them? But in my personal life, I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have no mentors. I didn't have any of that, right? I was blessed with, discernment and able to decipher through things and navigate through life, fairly quickly and get myself, get hit the ground running fairly quickly. And I even give y'all a, beginning story on that. So around where I want to say around 18 years old is when I remember I had got this job at Target, right? And I can speak on these things because the statute of limitations is over now, right? So I remember getting this job at Target. And just me being young and naive, this older guy at the job, older but younger, he convinced me to take part in this, let's just say scam, right? He convinced me to take part in this scam, which was basically taking iPhones that were locked in a cage, right? Um, the manager entrusted me with the electronic key, right? The other guys, they were all they were all sketchy, right? They were all, hood out and all that stuff. They didn't trust them with the electronic key. They knew better to get them the electronic key. But, me being, clean faced, pretty boy faced and all of that, right? They entrusted me like, we can trust this guy. We can trust him. But, little did they know, I got caught up in a shebang as well. So this was around 18 years old, got a job at Target. And this guy, he had a whole plan and everything, right? He had his whole plan, basically to some of his homeboys can go into the Target and get the iPhones. And my only job was to unlock the freaking electronic uh, desk or electronic glass and just move out the way, right? And just move out the way. So my job was to really act like nothing was going on, and he was supposed to give me he was supposed to give me a split, right? He was supposed to give me a split of what they took. Man, how about I was the fall guy? I was the fall guy, right? Even though I was indirectly involved, I was the fall guy. They didn't know where those guys went. They left as soon as the slightest chance of or slightest sight of police, right? So, make a long story short, that was my first time getting arrested, right? The branch manager, she wanted to press charges against me, right? Even though they really didn't have any evidence that I knew anything, right? They didn't have any evidence. All they seen on the camera was me, what appeared for me like just unlocking the glass door, but there was no evidence to say that I cooperated with them or anything like that, right? But push came to shove, I ended up doing like what 3 days, 4 days in jail and everything. But the charges got dropped. I had to do community service and stuff like that, right? And that was at 18, right? And that's just an example of being around the wrong people, right? Jay says, "Damn, bro, yeah." Yeah, statute of limitations for misdemeanors in the state of Georgia is, I believe, 4 years. So that happened a long time ago. So I'm good. But yeah, I just wanted to be, I guess, quote unquote, accepted, right? I wanted to be accepted. I wanted friends. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to look cool, not knowing that that just wasn't me, right? That just wasn't me. And I allowed my integrity to fall to the wayside. I allowed whatever principles I had at the time. I was so young, but whatever principles I had at the time to fall to the wayside, right? And that was a gut check for me. That was a gut check for me. Oh, shout out to Zaire with the donation. Bro, what are some things you wish you could go back in time and tell your 19 or 20-year-old self? Me, I would tell my younger self to stop giving a fuck about people in society and nobody cares. Level up. You know what's funny? I just actually got done with a video. I actually just got done with a video speaking on this that I'm gonna drop tomorrow. Right? I got a video that I'm dropping tomorrow. But I appreciate the donation. But I'll go ahead and answer that. What would you tell your 19 or 20-year-old self? Man, I would tell my 19 and 20-year-old self exactly that. I would tell my 19-year-old, 20-year-old self exactly that. Like, stop giving a fuck. Here's the thing, Zer. I made a lot of mistakes caring about what other people think. You get what I'm saying? I made a lot of mistakes trying to appease people. I've made a lot of mistakes caring about what other people thought about me. I made a lot of mistakes, dealing with chicks who didn't mean me no good. I made a lot of mistakes, just with family members and things of that nature, just trying to just appease people, right? And today I'm actually dropping that video tomorrow. I spoke on that. Today I really just don't. I just don't give a. I just don't give a. Cause I'm all out with it. The game ain't chances. It's just a Zenit. You can't even wear your jersey. They trying to peep a tag. Can't smoke a pound of kush cause you're around too many crabs. Yeah, yeah, I've been there. But now today, I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care about what people think because I've been there, done that. And you just, when you sit back and observe, people, when you sit back and observe how people moving, especially nowadays, like a lot of people are fake. A lot of people are not truly, they really don't have your best, the best intentions in mind, right? They don't mean good. As soon as y'all hit, some strife or some kind of, disagreement, they throwing you up all up under the bus, co-workers, and they're not really friends. As soon as they get a little bit of inside information on you, they're ready to tell your whole business, your whole life. You can't trust anybody, right? And that's just how life is nowadays. And you can't care, right? Keep to yourself, stay mysterious. I believe in the mysterious aura, right? Stay mysterious, stay silent, even though that's still gonna piss people off because they're gonna feel like they have, they don't have any inside information on you. They're gonna feel like, you feel like you're too good for us. They're gonna feel like a lot of things. So even staying silent can, mess with people. But good questions there. Yeah, Moy, great question. Yep. Omerto says, "Hey man, love your videos." Moy says, "Facts. Most crabs just do you righteous." Exactly, exactly. But yeah, as you continue on this journey, um, this is what happens, right? Because as I continue to level up, right? As I continue to, improve myself, as I continue to, read more, as I continue to, pray more, as I continue to, just wanting a better life for myself and just wanting to separate myself, differentiate myself from the pack, right? The more people drop off. I haven't had a this is the honest to God truth. I haven't had a friend. My last friend was, shout out to my best friend Alex. We're not best friends anymore, but shout out to him, Alex Carson. That was my last friend, and we were childhood friends, right? We were best friends, right? We were best friends, and we were just going in opposite directions of life, right? I had just enlisted in the military. I was going a different direction with my life. I wanted more discipline and structure in my life. I really wanted something out of my life. And, he, on the other hand, he had a bad childhood. He was always running away from home. He was always trying to off himself, popping pills and, drama with his mama and all kinds of stuff. And he just had a horrible childhood. I feel for him, but as we got older, that's just something that I couldn't be around anymore, right? When I wanted something, when I was ready to change, not change my life, but elevate my life per se, I couldn't. I just it didn't make sense to deal with that kind of person who was going through that. Even though that was my childhood friend, that was my childhood best friend, right? That was my childhood best friend. We first started, smoking together. We, went to the parties together, right? We did a lot of things together. So that was my childhood best friend. But even childhood best friends, when the minds are not clicking, when we're not aligning, y'all too. If you got friends that you're not aligning with, if you have friends that you're not connecting with, y'all going opposite directions and nothing, y'all can't seem to relate on anything anymore, it's time to go, right? It's time to go. Friends are just friends. Sometimes friends are here for a season, right? But that was my last actual friend, right? And that got cut around 17, 18 years old, right? And I'm 28 now, right? I'll be 29 in April. That was my last friend. I've had people who've come around and they kind of they act like we friends or whatever, but after that there is no more. Especially after grade school, there is no more friends. Not like that. After grade school, there is no more friends. You on this thing alone. Myrtle Pete said it's hard getting these negative people off your back because you got to see them everywhere in the neighborhood, park, at the store, at the school bus, stop, in class, at lunch. It's hard, man. Yeah, it is hard. Said sometimes I think it's best to just ride it through. You can't do nothing else. See, you have to develop. You have to develop real thick skin, right? You have to develop real thick skin. Moy says Tap is young, but he has an old soul. Yep, I sure do. In the spirit world, he is a king and he is manifesting the energy over here in this realm. Yep, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But back to you, Omerto. Yeah, you're gonna come across negative people on everywhere. It like you have to develop real thick skin. I remember I remember at one point in time, you know, when you come into a type of awareness, right? When you start to become aware of yourself on like on a crazy level, right? When you start to become aware of yourself, when you start to become aware of others, you know, I do believe in spiritual discernment. I do believe that there are people who can read on a highest level. They can read spiritual energies. They can read people's aura. They can read people's, you know, magnification, whatever they're magnifying out into the world. I believe that, and I'm one of those people, and I can read very well. So when people come, I'm what you call that, clairvoyant. I believe clairvoyant, or something like that. Is clairvoyant or clairvoyant? One of y'all will correct me, but it's the sensitivity to people's energies, right? It's the sensitivity to people's energy. This is why I can't be around people like that. I can only be around people who actually match my energy, or people that are higher than me in energy, right? Or in spiritual format. But people that exist on the lowest of the low playing field, the lowest of the low vibration, you can feel them sucking you dry. You can feel them, you know, draining your energy, right? So Moy says, "Yeah, I knew Moy was gonna get it right. I knew you was gonna get it right. Yes, clairvoyant, also empath is a form of that. Absolutely, and I think I have both of those, right? I'm clairvoyant and also a empath, so I feel everything. But you know, as time goes on, you get to the point where you have to develop that thick skin, and you have to know when to turn things on and turn things off. I know when I truly come across a person that I can reveal myself to, right? I know when I come across a person that, you know, my energy per se is safe around, or you know, my aura is safe around. And I come across people who are very demonic. I come across people who, you know, energy is very negative, and I treat them as such. I treat them like, you know, at any moment, don't let me chop you down, right? You put up that blockade. You pull up. It's you in the you're not in defensive mode. You in what's the other one? You in offensive mode, right? So shout out to you, Omerta. But yeah, you're gonna come across people. You're gonna come across people all the time. So eventually, you just get used to it. You're like, yeah, okay. You come across people's negativity. You come across people, you know, giving you, you know, little looks. You know, especially when you're walking outside like this, right? Especially when you got these shoulders and these deltoids looking like this, right? It happened to me today, right? People can't handle, you know, you being outside of the norm, right? This kind of body that I have right now, not even trying to toot my own horn, right? But the body that I have, this is top 5%. This is top 10% in body, right? Look at how my muscle mass stands out. My body fat percentage is very low, right? You know, due to, you know, genetics, one of them, but also being heavily into the gym for over 8, 9 years at this point, training myself, developing myself. But when I walk outside, yeah, I get looks. I get both like, dang, he looks good, and I also get like, dang, who does he think he is? You get both of them, right? And a lot of people are going to look at you with disgust because they look at you with disgust because they're insecure about who they are, right? I'm the type of person that, when I walk outside, people will be insecure. People will get insecure, right? People get insecure. So, people usually do those things. They do those things because they become self-conscious about who they are. So then they put off that self-consciousness, they put off that insecurities on you, and it comes off as negativity. And it is, can be a lot of times jealousy. It can be a lot of times envy. It can be a lot of things. It's rare that I come across a person who is, like, dang, bro, you look good. What's your routine? I have come across those people, and shouts out to those people who can, they can look at somebody and be like, dang, like he put the work in, right? I want to be like that guy, or I want to, I want the routine of that guy. And I remember one day I was walking around with my shirt off outside. Of course, summertime or whatever, springtime, I'm walking outside with my shirt off because I can, right? Working out, went on a little jog, and a dude stopped me. He was like, "Bro, you look amazing, bro." Like, pause, no Diddy, but he was like, you look amazing, man. You just motivated me because he was outside, chubby dude, but everybody started somewhere. But he was like, you just motivated me to, continue doing what I'm doing. I appreciate seeing you, bro. You look shredded, right? But hey, you can't do nothing about that. Omerta says that's why I liked your videos when you said you've been quiet, you've been a quiet one, you've been a talkative one, and you're done. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yep. Yeah, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Listen, mysteriousness is dangerous as well, right? Mysteriousness is dangerous. Silence can be dangerous as well. Silence can be even louder than actually being talkative, right? There's so many people. Listen, like you just said, I've tried being talkative. I've tried being the friendly person, right? I've tried being, a little bit open so people wouldn't think that I'm just some cocky asshole. Because I guess for some reason I come off as this cocky, person. I'm not. I mean, I am a little cocky, but it's because I'm confident. I'm confident to the utmost esteem. I have a high self-esteem. Nobody can knock me down off of my high horse besides God Himself, because I've built myself up to the point where I reserve the right to be confident. I reserve the right to be a little bit cocky. I still got a long way to go. I still got things I need to accomplish. I'm still not where I want to be in life, but I reserve the right to be cocky because I've earned it. But because they haven't earned it, they feel like, oh, you shouldn't be, cocky. You shouldn't be confident because I'm not confident. But, I've tried being the mysterious one, right? Staying low key, not messing with anybody, staying to myself. They view that as a threat. They view it as, oh, because especially in the workplace, everybody knows little things about everybody, right? Everybody know little things about everybody, right? So when you're not talking, when you're not revealing things about yourself, they kind of view it as, oh, you're judging them, right? You're judging them, or stuff like that, which I never have time for any of that stuff. Listen, I could care less about what the hell y'all talking about. I could care less about what y'all going through. I just want to come to work, get the work done, have some kind of structure at work, get my paycheck, and go the hell home. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about talking to y'all. I really don't care about y'all, right? I don't like y'all. Y'all don't have nothing to talk about. Y'all don't talk about this. Y'all don't talk about the things that I talk about. We just have nothing in common. Just leave me alone. Let's do the work, and that's it. And like I said, I've tried being a talkative one too, but that doesn't work because when you start talking, and this goes for anybody, whether you mean to or not. When you start talking, you start revealing things about yourself, and when they start understanding the kind of time you on, the kind of level that you on, the kind of mindset that you on, they don't want to talk to you anymore. Then they start judging you. You get what I'm saying? So, yep, damned if you do, damned if you don't. After pill be looking good, no homo. Yeah, pause on that. Pause on that. John says you can't make people like you. Absolutely, you can't make people like you. Forget them. Like, I'm done. I'm done with that. right? And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by the title. That's what the discussion is about, right? The more you find yourself, the more you lose others, and you lose others before you gain them, or you lose the original people that you came in with or you grew up with, right? That's why I use my best friend as an example. Yeah, you lose people, right? The more you find yourself, the more you get to understand yourself, the more you come to your own conclusions, the more you don't give a damn about what people have to say about anything. Listen, all that stuff goes out the door. All that stuff goes out the door. But yeah, yeah, you're right. And Typer said, so don't compare yourself to others, be in better shape. Then you get your ass up and get motivated and put in the work. Absolutely. Jay says, I don't have plans to moving back. If I run out of racks, I'm going to live like a homeless. Hey, I guess that's your strategy. Listen, I ain't trying to judge you. Zer says, yeah, I've made peace with being arrogant, but more so confident. Never be humble or let anyone try to humble you. That's just low vibrational people trying to bring you down. Listen, and piggybacking off of Omerto, when he said he come across people like that all the time. This that was a good point too, Zer. Yeah, you come across people who try to humble you all the time. And to me, it's quite funny. It's quite hilarious, especially at this point in my life, is because like I used to get offended, right? I used to get offended that people would try to humble me. I used to get offended that people try to basically shoot me down. I used to get offended that people that, I classified as somewhat a friend or associate or somebody I was trying to get to know, like throw little, slick shots at me, try to bring you down to their level. Yeah, those are people who they understand that they will never do the work to get to where you are, right? And you don't have to listen. I promise you, because a lot of people think, oh, well, maybe it's because you're cocky, maybe it's because you're too confident, and all of that. Shout out to Just Today with the donation. I appreciate it, Just Today. I appreciate it. But oh, this your third super chat on live. I appreciate the third super chat, Just Today. But yeah, people will try to humble you. People will try to shoot daggers at you, right? People that you classified as friends, maybe, or associates, or even people you just met, right? And like I said, I've experimented with being on both sides of the aisle. I've tried being talkative, right? And I've tried being, I've tried just, sitting back and minding my own business, right? But it doesn't matter. Even when I'm sitting back and minding my own business, not doing anything, your mere presence agitates them. Just your aura, who you are, agitates them, right? And they can see you for who you are, right? You stand out like a sore thumb, right? Some people just have that aura about them where when they walk into a room, they just light it up. Everybody's looking like, dang, who this is? Some people call it celebrity energy, right? Some people call it, I forgot the other name for it, but basically they call it, celebrity energy, right? God energy, whatever you want to call it. Some people just have that gift of gab to where when they walk in the room, they just light it up. Everybody looking, everybody side eyeing, everybody, and it can be for a variety of different things. But you can't stop people. You can't stop people from doing that. Hold on one second, guys. I told you to be quiet. Don't make noise again. Had to tell my daughter to be quiet. She over there singing. She had to get loud. She getting loud when I'm talking. Like, hold on now, you out here interrupting me, Daddy, trying to. Oh, Myrtle said I had to go dad mode. Yeah, that's why I said I got to get my whole setup together and all that stuff. Just today said, "Am I the only woman in the chat? Are you? More said, more said I had to go full dad mode. Listen, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. My family ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. You know, she was making a tad bit too much noise. Y'all probably didn't hear it, but sometimes cause I got the mic on, so it doesn't pick up that noise. But when I'm talking, when I'm actually here, so I can hear the noise in my ear, and it's kind of disrupting, what I'm talking about, disrupting my train of thought because I can hear it. But yeah, anyway, she all good. She all good. Oh, Teresa. Well, we got. I know we have a few. I know we have a few women in here. Just Today and Teresa. Is there any more women in here? Is there any more women in here? Moy says, "We love that you're a family man. It's nice to see. It's nice to see, and you give us hope." Listen, listen. See, a lot of people think that for whatever reason, they think that I'm anti-family. Uh, I'm not. I'm not anti-family, right? I'm not anti-nuclear family. I'm not anti any of that, right? And if you caught my live stream the other day when I was out of town for work, I was talking about that, and I was talking to this guy. He's 24 years old, and he just want he was a good guy, right? Sweet guy. Pause. But he was just talking about how he just want a family, how he want traditional roles and all of that stuff. He was just going on and on, and he was really naive about what's really going on out here. And I wasn't trying to uh, knock him off his horse, but I had to let him know, like, bro, you're 24. Do you not understand uh, where like how these chicks are these days? And he don't get it. He don't get it. He didn't get it. He doesn't understand the state of things right now. So I'm never anti-family, but I am. If I had to warn men today, if I had to give an answer on if I recommend marriage, if I recommend young men getting into a relationship, I would say no, because a lot of them aren't prepared for it. A lot of them, because his parents are married for like 30 years, and he's just looking up to his parents. He wants something like them, but he doesn't understand that that generation of men and women no longer exist. They no longer exist. So he's operating, from a place of ignorance, right? And these girls out here at his age will tear him completely apart. Would tear him apart, and he wouldn't know what hit him, right? He'll be in a divorce court in T minus 2 years as soon as they get a baby out of him, right? Because guys like that, they'll work hard for the woman and do everything, and it just end up on the wrong side of the field eventually. Uh, Zer says, "Bro, will you be taking?" Oh yeah, yep, I will, Zer. This is why I got this whole setup right here. I gotta set all this stuff up, set the desk up and everything. I may dress a little better, right? I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to elevate this, man. I'm trying to elevate. So yep, call-in shows are coming. Yeah, all of this stuff. All of this gonna be the new setup. I may still do some videos in the truck or whatever, but I'm trying to make this the main studio setup, right? Trying to make this the main studio setup. Moy says, "Listen, my parents died married, and I was heartbroken when I found out the world isn't like that anymore. But that's the world we live in. My parents are silent generation. Dang, yeah, dang. Your parents are silent generation. Yeah, it's not like that anymore." And Omerta says, "Damn, I can relate, not gonna lie, but thankfully I'm after pill on the modern dating scene." Yeah, people, listen. So many people, well, men in general, so many men are unaware of this. Let some of the women, can some of the women speak on this? Because y'all be, y'all will watch the videos. I know some videos y'all agree with, and y'all mostly silent on the rest of the stuff that I'm talking about. So are y'all just snooping or what? Can the women speak on this? Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. Who's in here? Teresa and who else is in here? Who else is in here? Just 2 days. That's your name. Don't try to log off now. I seen one drop off. I seen one drop off. Maybe that was one of the ladies because I put them on the spot. But oh yeah, more. I forgot you were 40. Yeah, I forgot you were 40. He said, "I'm 40. Tap out here, enjoying the JUCO and focus on my craft." Listen, sometimes that's what it's all about. And piggybacking off of that, back to the conversation. Like Moy just said, focusing on his craft. When you really honed in, right? Today's my off day from my regular job, right? Today's my off day from my main job, my main 9 to 5, right? But today is really not an off day, right? Yesterday was my day off too. But those 2 days are really not off days. Do I sleep in a little bit more, like an hour or two, more than I usually would? Absolutely. But overall, it's never an off day. So when you're hustling, when you're grinding, when you're trying to get somewhere, right? When you got things to do, goals to accomplish, listen, you're not friends. To be honest with you, right? Like, to be honest, I've I fell in love with, just doing my own thing, right? And some people need friends, right? Some people need to be around other people. Some people need to have that kind of communion, right? They need friends. They need people to go out with. They need people to, go out to drink with and go out to the restaurants with and all of that stuff. I don't need that, right? I've seen all I needed to see, and I'm okay. I am trust and believe. I am a okay, and I can enjoy my damn self being by myself. That's just the truth of the matter, right? I don't need another person teaming along with me, right? Will I occasionally, associates or whatever, I guess a few times, but overall, like, I don't need anybody. I can sit back and people watch, right? Sit outside at the bar, people watch, seeing what everybody else got going on. Sit at the restaurant, enjoy my dinner. Just sometimes you just enjoy. You can be by yourself and enjoy being around other people, enjoying themselves. Y'all get if you get what I mean, right? I've gotten comfortable doing my own thing. And when you're grinding, when you're hustling, you have no choice. You have no choice but to, be on your own. Because when you're really grinding and you're really hustling, you don't have time for friends. You don't have time for friends. You don't have time to be sitting here talking to other people and all of this crazy stuff, going out and all. Not if you're really trying to get in today's economy. If you're trying to get somewhere, you don't have time for any of that. Dexter said, and stay silent. Dang, that's messed up. You got them not. They don't even want to talk. They just sitting back in the cut. That's crazy. See, when you call them out, they don't want to talk. I asked y'all y'all opinion. I asked y'all opinion. Y'all don't want to talk. I'm trying to put y'all on the spot to give us some, give me some feedback. What's going on? But anyway, Zer says, would you ever be open to doing collaboration vids with other content creators on YouTube in the same lane as you, like a crossover episode or something like that? Yeah, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I just know a lot of these guys, they're kind of in their own lane and all of that. Um, I probably got a lot more building to do. Even though 8,000, almost 9,000 subscribers is pretty, pretty decent. it's pretty decent and pretty established, right? I would say definitely I need to build a little bit more. 10,000 subs minimum, 15,000 subs, just to really be established in the space. But for what I have now, I think it's pretty good, pretty decent. Uh, Definitely use some more growth. But yeah, I'm open to collaborations and all of that. But at the same time, I'm not opposed to just doing my own thing all the way up into the top. So, oh, just today, you said I'm listening. What was the question? I just wanted to know because I said something. I said we have some ladies in here, and I said, give me some feedback or something. Because y'all pop in and out of the comments sometimes, and I'm just like, okay, what are y'all exactly watching for? Like that's what I really want to know. That's what I really want to know. Why y'all? What's so intriguing by this? Are y'all just sitting in the cut? Y'all just want to know what men are talking about? Do I know you? Do I know you? Do I know you from somewhere? You just popping in? Destin says, "Nah, I definitely want to hear more of the female perspective." See, the female perspective is it's it's needed. Like I'm not opposed to even women being taking the after pill. I'm not opposed to any of that. The after pill is open to women as well, even though it's the majority of this is for men, a space for men. But I'm not opposed to women, taking the after pill and being aware and all of that. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it because all voices are needed, so we can come to a better understanding on life in general, right? Moy says, "Have you tried journaling before you go to sleep so you can manifest that the next day?" I need to start. I need to start doing that. I actually, what's crazy, Moy? I actually meant to go get a journal today. I actually meant while I was out, I actually meant to go get a journal today, but I didn't get it. So you just reminded me. Just today said, "Well, there's not too many smart black men that think the way that you do. I'm happy you're teaching men what you teach them." Anybody agree or oppose with just today? She said there's not too many smart black men that think the way that I do. I'm happy you're teaching men what you teach them. Listen, I can't agree or disagree because I don't know the majority of black men, so I can't really say that. But I'm probably sure there's some black men in here, and they may just they may disagree with you. Moy says, "I think they are, but they are not highlighted." No, they're not. They're not highlighted at all. They're not highlighted. Just today, they're not highlighted. There's plenty of black men who think on a higher level. Um, but what the media tends to do, and what the subculture of black culture tends to do, is they put the rappers and the ratchets at the forefront of everything, and your thought leaders and guys who could actually change the direction of a lot of things, and who think on a higher level and on a higher playing field. They don't highlight those guys, right? If you ask me, a lot of those guys, they would call many of those guys sellouts and coons and all kinds of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff. So Moy says, "I think there are tons of smart dudes out there and that are black, but mainstream culture doesn't highlight it." Yeah, they don't. They don't highlight that. Um, because what's more entertaining is the ratchet stuff, right? What's more entertaining is, the rapping, the rappers, right? The Cardi B's and the Glorillas and all of that stuff, right? The Young Thugs. That's what they more so highlight than the actual thought leaders and things like that, right? So it is what it is, but uh, I still appreciate it too. Just today, I appreciate it anyway. I get what you meant. I get what you mean though. Just today, it does appear that way um, when it's not being highlighted. So a lot of people, even when it comes to stereotypes, some people can't help but to see what they see, right? And when they come across, people who don't fit that stereotype, they're kind of taken aback because that's not what is usually perpetuated, in the media. So I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. Omerto says, "Hey, have you ever watched Gerbert Johnson? I love dude videos too. His videos have helped me out a lot. Let me look and see who that is. Let me see, Gerbert Johnson. Let's see who that is. Gerbert Johnson. Let's see who this is. He got almost 400,000 subs. No, I've never seen him before. I never seen him before. Um, yeah, I've never seen him before. Seems interesting. I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll check it out. But anyway, but anyway, uh, back back to the topic. Um, yep. So the more you find yourself, the more you transcend uh, where you are right now. The more people you lose, and that's why a lot of successful people. That's why a lot of successful people find themselves alone. That's why a lot of successful people, find themselves, secluded. Because that's why the saying is it gets lonely at the top. It truly does get lonely at the top because there are very few people up at the top who are thinking like you, right? There are very few people at the top who are, observing things like you do, who made the sacrifices that you made. Very few people. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind, when you're on this journey and you're trying to elevate, you're trying to do things differently. I've been alone for a long time. I've been alone for a long time and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because I gotta elevate. I don't have time for friends. I don't have time for the riffraff. I don't have time for any of it. Sarah says, after Pill organized truth, TIEX worldwide. I've heard of TIEX worldwide. Y'all shape shifted the culture, bro. Dang, I appreciate it. That's crazy coming from y'all. That's crazy that you said that. I don't even think I'm doing much. I feel like I got a long way to go, but I appreciate that. Um, Jay says I hate the validation trap I fell into. Moy says, what do you think about famous rappers supporting anti-violence in neighborhoods? Do you think the media will change and the artists will follow because it seems society getting more positive? You think so? Um, Just 2 Day says a lot of black men I've encountered are selfish and insecure. Let's see what question I want to answer first. Let me answer Just 2 Day since I asked the women to speak out a little bit. Just 2 Day, are you a black woman or are you other? Are you somebody else? Are you a black woman? Um, let's see. Omerto says, to be honest, I'm kind of over pills and the whole manosphere stuff. I just like your videos because they are very relatable and informative. Yeah, it's kind of getting played out, right? It's kind of getting played out because it's not this is why this is the after pill. Like you said, you're probably getting tired of the pills, but this is why this is the after pill because it's after the pills, right? It's after the pills. It's after all the pills, right? This is this is after the pills, right? And this is the truth. That's why when somebody asked, that's why when a guy earlier, he was like, are you black pill? Are you red pill? I don't like a lot of things that I talk about. It could be black pill. It could lean black pill. It could lean red pill, but also it can lean blue pill. It can lean purple pill. But pills are just a mix of what life actually is, right? Some people will say, "Oh, you agree with marriage. You a simp. You agree with that. You a simp." And I'm like, bro, that's not really simping. I believe in a nuclear family. I believe in a traditional family, right? But I also don't believe in the families that we have today or the lack thereof today. And I don't recommend men to formulate families in this current society because how women are and how the family structure is actually set up is set up to fail nowadays, right? So it's not about this pill or that pill per se. It's just about it's about the spectrum, right? The spectrum of life, right? Multiple things can be true at once. A variety of things can be true at once. And this can work for this person, right? Like Boy said, you got some guys, they cool with just going to the JUCO, right? They cool with the JUCO and they're gonna die going to the JUCO and they're gonna die a happy man at the JUCO. And that's what they choose to do. Then you got other men who they actually want a wife. You have other men who still want a wife, and I'm not knocking them, proceed as necessary, proceed with caution. You got some men who want that wife. You got some men who want multiple wives. You got some men who want poly relationship. You got some men who just don't want to deal with women in the first place, and they'll talk to an AI chat box and buy them a sex doll. Listen, but it's about your choice at the end of the day, right? We stay in a pretty advanced society nowadays. Neither men nor women need each other anymore, so it's make your own choice. I didn't forget about you just today. Um, she said a lot of black men I've encountered are selfish and insecure. You said yes, black and 34 years old. Um, I can't really speak on it because I don't know. Um, and me not having friends, I really can't answer that question because I really don't know. Um, I wouldn't say it's just like like your experience may be different from mine. That's what I can say. You're actually dealing if you're actually dealing with black men, then that may be a totally different thing. You dealing with them on a relationship level. I'm not dealing with no man on a relationship level. Pause. No diddy. No diddy. So I don't know that aspect of it, but on the flip side, I encounter, all kinds of men, and from my experience with all men of all different, backgrounds, a lot of men are just insecure in general, right? This is why I don't have friends as it is because a lot of men, regardless of, if they black, white, Hispanic or whatever, a lot of guys are just insecure, right? If you're putting in the work, they look at you as some kind of threat when you're putting in the work. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't do any of that. I just leave people where they be and I'll be trying to have conversation because as soon as you start talking about what you want to talk about, because I can't help but to talk about high level stuff. I don't like talking about low vibrational stuff. It don't do anything for me. Right? I may entertain it for a little bit, but eventually that conversation will elevate a little bit more because that's just who I am. So even, just being in shape, wanting more out of life, I tend to find that a lot of men, are insecure about those things. But, you know, just today I can't really, speak on that because I don't know in what capacity, you're talking about. Zer says after pill unintentionally funny that that video when he said lay down in the middle of the street and let a car roll over you. I'm gonna have to pull up that video. But yeah, I just be being me, man. I just be being me. I just being me. Moy says she may be true because the world could be more narcissistic than it was before, and this is why I don't have friends. Yeah. So Jay says, but American black people are very different. I think more in America. I know a lot of African people in Europe. They're all very intelligent and cool. See, come on, bro. Now you can't just say black people in America. You basically saying black people in America are not intelligent. We just spoke about what the media shows you, right? It's funny how people will say like, oh, the media is lying. The media is doing this. The media is doing that. But as soon as you say, well, the media has been doing that to black people for a very long time. Like, well, like then the people want to draw the question mark. Well, I thought the media was lying, but the media is not lying when it comes to black Americans. Okay, cool. All right, whatever. All right, whatever. All right, sure. All right. I guess I'll let it slide. Whatever. Um, Moy says most people are insecure in today's time. Yeah, it's just most people. It's just most people. And Moore says, yeah, it's most Americans, bro. Most Americans are dumb. Like, some dumber than others, right? Some dumber than others, definitely. But for the most part, a lot of Americans is absolutely dumb, right? And I can't. I mean, with me, I can't really like. Just because somebody is the same skin color as me doesn't mean that I relate to them, right? Sure, we may have a similar background and relate on a few things that just may be of us, sure, whatever. But for the most part, I mean, I don't relate to people just because of what skin color. I don't. That's not how I connect, right? I connect up here, right? I connect up here. I connect right here. This is why this channel has many different people, right? We have Hispanic guys in here, we got black guys in here, we got white guys in here, we got a little bit of everybody in here, right? I don't connect with just the color of somebody's skin or what cultural background they're from. No, I involve everybody, right? You know, regardless of what's going on, because that's not who I am. I can't do it. I can't do it. Uh, Decent said I got social exhaustion level. I can only take so much. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I got social exhaustion as well. But anyway, I'm going ahead and wrap this up. Did this little tester just to see, how I need to adjust the lighting and what more stuff I need to do. I need to rewatch this video so I can see, what else I need to add. And, I may need to turn the lighting down just a tad bit. Maybe add a little lamp on the desk or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're definitely going to have to do the call in show eventually. We'll get there. Got to get a few more things in order. Uh, as for now, I'll be doing this every Monday at 8 p.m. Every Monday at 8 p.m. We're going live. So if you have, I'm a post leading up to that, and I'm a post like what we should talk about, or I may have a topic. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I may have y'all pick the topic or whatever, or I may have a topic in mind. Just depends on when I start the call-in shows and all of that stuff. So we'll see. But this is just a little tester, just to see what I need to do. Uh, but yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And like I always say, this is an after pill, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I gotta get up and turn the camera off now. Oh. Doo-doo-doo.